my angels, it's Haley Reese, and today I'm coming at you guys with a paranormal update because oh my, some really strange things have been happening, and you guys know when strange things happen, I feel compelled to come on here and share them with you guys. I know there's gonna be so many people like, how can your life be so paranormal? How can you be so haunted? And a part of me is really starting to, after experiencing some things and being able to do some things, think that maybe I was born with some sort of a gift to see things. But another part of me recognizes that I'm on here talking about ghosts and the paranormal and the spiritual world all day, every day. I mean, if you were a ghost wandering on my street, would you go to the house that's very skeptical, has no idea about ghosts, or would you go to the girl who's talking about them all day, every day? I'm welcoming things in, but the nice thing is I make sure to keep my energies high vibrations, white light around me, love, light, and positivity, and I don't mind to have a ton of ghosts and spirits around as long as they're of light and love and they mean me no harm and my animal no harm. Why would I say my animal? My dog no harm. So yeah. The last I spoke to you guys, I told you guys that I had been packing a box, and the box actually wound up unpacked in the morning after I saw what appeared to be a shadow near the box. I know sometimes I sound so insane. Since then, some absolutely crazy things have been happening. So the other day, you guys, I was in the bathtub. Nobody else was in my house. It was just me. The front door was locked, the back door was locked, everything was locked. And all of a sudden I hear like heavy footsteps walking across downstairs. And I'm like, who in the world could that be? Now mind you, my mom has a key, my grandma has a key, like people have keys. But typically my dog, actually 99.99999% of the time, my dog is gonna bark when somebody comes in through the front door. Always. He barks to alert me, he barks to intimidate them, and then if he sees that he knows them, he calms down and everything's all good. But he was sound asleep in the bed. So I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, you guys, my bathroom is right here. I had the door like half open so I could see where my dog was laying, and I was in my bathtub. So these footsteps continue. It's kind of like a clunk, 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 as if somebody has like work boots on and they're walking through my hallway, my foyer area. And I'm like, who the heck could that be? So I yell out, who's there? Like anybody in a horror film does. And I hear nothing. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, what was that? And mind you, I did have like some music on playing in my room, but it wasn't loud enough that I couldn't hear these footsteps. I was like, what the heck was that? Am I going insane? So it sounds like no one's down there. But I'm like, okay, I'm not just gonna like continue to scrub a dub and there could be someone walking around downstairs in my house. So I throw my robe on, I get out of the tub, I run downstairs, and I check the front door, and the front door is completely locked and there's no like steps. And it's been snowing in Canada, there's snow. So if somebody would have had their work boots on from outside coming inside, there would have been a trail of snow, you know what I mean? Or slush or whatever. So I'm like, nobody was walking down here. The back door is locked, the garage door is locked, everything is locked. So I'm like, who in the world was just clunking around down here? I go back upstairs, get back in my bath because I wasn't done, and I'm going, and I hear clunking again, you guys. Like I hear like clunk, 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 clunk. And I go, hello? And I swear I heard some sort of like muffled response of a man's voice. So now I'm really freaked out. I'm like, who in the heck is in my house? So I put my robe back on. This time I'm like really, really nervous. I go downstairs and I check all areas of the house and absolutely nothing and nobody is there. So I'm like, it must be a ghost. Because naturally that's what I think of. But it was just really unexplainable. I had no idea how I could explain this. I had no idea why that was happening. It was just really, really weird. I came back upstairs, I finished my bath, I drained it. Nothing happened for the rest of that night. It was just like the strangest of things. I heard these work boots. I thought that I had heard a muffled male response. There was no way that somebody was in my house because the doors were locked, like I said, and I would have seen some sort of a trail. Moving on from that, I'm in my studio room trying to pack up some of my things. And this has been a struggle because I didn't start packing because of what happened when I started to pack. until like a few days ago. That was when I started, and I move actually a week today. So next Wednesday I'll be in my new condo. So I'm in there and I'm trying to pack up some things, and once again I hear like male footsteps clunking downstairs, and I'm the only one home. So on the hardwood I'm hearing once again what sounds like work boots clunking across the wood. I'm like, okay, so this time I sit there really quietly and I'm like, let's see if I can hear something. And then I hear the footsteps start to come up the stairs and up the hallway towards where I'm in my studio room, and the door to my studio room is like half open. Well, all of a sudden the footsteps just stop. I peer outside like of that door and there's absolutely nobody there. And I'm like, okay, am I insane? Until my dog gets like his fur standing up and starts growling to the hallway, and I see absolutely nothing there, and he's growling and he has like his fur standing up and his teeth showing, and I'm like, who in the world is he growling at? And I tell him, it's okay, baby, it's okay. And he calms down, and that was just that again. Really freaks me out. So about 3 nights ago, I had one of my girlfriends sleep over, and she was helping me kind of decide like what things I was going to keep and what things I was going to get rid of moving to the condo, because I'm obviously downsizing in a sense, and I really don't want to bring a whole bunch of junk and things that are unneeded over to the new place. So she's here, everything's all good. She goes to run out to her car and she went to go grab something from her trunk, and I'm upstairs, mind you guys, and I'm doing my thing, and she comes in and she's like, okay, Haley, who else is home? And I said, what are you talking about? It's just us right now. She's like, I swear I saw a man walk past the front window of your house. Now the front window of my house is my room. The top big giant window is my room. The only other window next to it is my closet window. So I was in here doing things, and she thought that she saw a man walk by. And when I told her, do you not realize that this is my front window? Like, this is the window that you would have seen him in? She went like pale as ever. She's like, you're telling me no one else is here and this is the room? I said, go outside, I'll stand at the window. So she goes outside, I stand at the window, and her face just like drops, and she's like, Haley, I swear I saw a man looking out that window at me. So I don't know who this man is. I don't know if I'm just going not a little bit insane, but sometimes you can hear things and you know, you think it's paranormal, but turns out it could be explained by something else. I just don't understand why I kept hearing those footsteps. And then my friend, who isn't even like into ghosts or into the paranormal like I am, sees a man in the window that she doesn't even like put 2 and 2 together as my front bedroom window, and automatically realizes that there's no way that there could have been a man in that window, because I was in that room organizing things and I didn't see him and I didn't see anything, which is like another thing that really throws me off, is like, is he choosing when he can be heard and when he can be seen? Because I was sitting right here on the floor, you know, looking through some of my makeup things and some of my clothing, and she ran out to her car to grab something. She literally just went out to her car to grab her charger because she doesn't have an iPhone. Went out to her car to grab her charger, went to come back in and saw a man in my bedroom window. Now the interesting thing to me is going to be when I move, if this keeps on happening. I really don't feel like it's any sort of an attachment to me. Like, I'll be entirely honest with you guys. I don't, besides the fact that my things were unpacked, I don't feel like this thing is like attached to me personally. I think it's attached to the space. And I think that it could be that I'm moving and I'm changing like this whole dynamic here. And now he's gonna be here without somebody who talks about ghosts and is aware of that world and the different dimensions. But I mean, ultimately, I don't know, you guys. Like, do you think there's a logical explanation for the man that my friend saw in the window and the footsteps that I heard twice in a row? I don't know. I mean, yeah, they sound like minuscule things to be happening, but when I was hearing those clunking footsteps, when my dog's hair suddenly raised and he was growling to the hallway, and when my friend sees a man in my bedroom window, when I'm in the room and there was no man in there, it all really makes me feel like something is going on in this space. And I don't know. The strangest part is that I'm in here talking about it, and like he could be like lingering around right now, just like, well, obviously he is if he's here. But Can you guys think of any sort of logical explanation as to the footsteps that I heard and my dog's reaction? I mean, it could be that instinctively my dog felt that I felt like a little bit like taken back and nervous, and so maybe he was growling to protect me from whatever he felt from me. But the man, I don't really understand. And when I asked my friend to like describe him to me and everything, she's like, Haley, I don't want to talk about this anymore, because she's not someone who's into the whole paranormal thing, and she was really, really shook by the fact that she had seen this person, that there was no way they could be there. I mean, what do you guys think of this update? Do you think when I move, things are gonna get better? Do you think that he's gonna follow? I personally don't think that he's gonna follow. I don't know what to think, to be entirely honest with you, but I'm really, really excited to move. I just really wanted to come on here and share this with you guys, because you guys are always asking me if there's any sort of like updates on things going on, and those were 3 super strange things in a row that I just felt I should come on here and share with you guys. Like I said a million times, make sure to let me know in the comments below what you guys think this could be, or what you think could have happened. Do you think that maybe it's just that with the chaos of me moving and my lack of sleep over it and everything, that I'm kind of like not hearing things but making things out of nothing? Or do you think with the validation of my friend having seen that, that this is legitimate? I don't know. I love more than anything hearing what you guys think and what you guys think of what I'm going through, because you guys are so knowledgeable sometimes, honestly. Not sometimes, like you guys are so knowledgeable, and you know, sometimes you really change my perspective on things, and I appreciate that so much. I also want to take a quick moment just to say to those of you who let me know that yesterday's video really helped you, you have no idea how happy that makes my heart. Sometimes I really think that when we get these intuitions as spiritual beings to talk about something or share something, it's for a greater good than we even realize, and the fact that I could even help any of you just is so humbling, and I hope that you guys just take what I said really seriously, and that you can stay strong through absolutely anything. On that note, you guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video but you are not yet subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. I post a ton of videos, so I really don't want you to miss when I do upload. And make sure to turn on your post notifications, because YouTube has a problem with not notifying people when their creators or their favorite creators upload. So make sure to do that. And also, give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It makes my heart really happy, and I don't know. I just love it when you guys do that, so please do that. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.